Well, Simon, we've created the Chocolate Tower of Terror, decorated with mini cupcakes. Basically, it's a chocolate cone that you're going to create with 4 chocolate discs.
Well, you didn't think we were going to let you off with just asking you to make cupcakes, did you?
The scariest dessert I have ever seen in my entire life.
Holy moly, it's from off this planet.
I kind of thought, well, what part of that do you want me to cook? You obviously don't want me to cook the whole thing, because that's, it's crazy.
It's probably a good idea for you to have a closer look before you start. So just come on up.
I actually couldn't believe there were expectations of me to make such a thing. If you had said to me, this man needs brain surgery, it was the same type of comparison.
The cupcakes on there are just incredible. They're so delicate and intricate with these little butterflies. I'm terrified.
So, Matthew, what's the degree of difficulty with this?
Well, Ray, I'd have to say it's an easy 9 out of 10 on a good day.
And, Matthew, what could go wrong?
Well, there are many things that could go wrong with this dish. When you're tempering the chocolate, you can split the emulsifiers in the cocoa. You can overcook it and turn it granular. When you're making the cone, if you don't add enough chocolate layers to the inside of the cone, the entire structure could collapse. You might not fill the molds enough. There could be air bubbles. When you're getting the chocolate out of the molds, you could crack the discs. There are many different things that could go wrong today.
I agreed with them on all of those aspects. It's a fiddly job. Look at my hands. They're like Sasquatch hands. It's not for dainty stuff, but no, I've got to give it a go no matter what.
Are you nervous, guys?
Yeah.
Join the club.
You'll have exactly 3.5 hours to make your own chocolate tower of terror. In that time, you'll also have to make your own special cupcakes to decorate that tower. Here's some extra ingredients to help you with that. What we want you to do is decorate your cupcakes. Give us a theme for your individual creation. A Jamaican theme, perhaps, Jax?
Perhaps.
There'll be an excellent prize for the top 2 cooks in today's challenge. But remember, only 5 of you can go through to the next round. The person who cooks the least successful Tower of Terror will be going home.
Today will be the day you will see people cry, you will see people tear their hair out, you will see people lay on the floor and pray to their gods, because we are going to need all the help we can in order to complete today's challenge.
You've got 3.5 hours to create your own chocolate tower of terror, including the cupcakes. Make it the best dessert of your life. Your time starts now.
Today's challenge is to make the Chocolate Tower of Terror. What it is making a base and 4 rings, 7 kilos of chocolate. Rings go on top of the bases, and on top of those is 48 cupcakes.
So big and it looks so intimidating, and no doubt it's going to be a real challenge to do.
The first thing we had to do was get 2 batches of chocolate melted, and that was to produce the rings for our chocolate tower.
Wow, it's a lot of chocolate. It's an incredibly delicate operation. You have to temper chocolate, but I've never done it before. You have to maintain a temperature of between 48 degrees and 55 to ensure the chocolate is thick and not brittle. The glasses are off. They had no right to be on my face in the first place with this challenge. They were just teasing me.
Nadia, you'd be pretty good at following recipes, wouldn't you?
I never use recipes.
Really?
Yeah.
It'd be awful to go home on just
I know.
stuffing up your chocolate.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about like this moisture coming out.
You're working it on all the sides and making sure it's not sticking on the bottom. That's the biggest key. Make sure it's not sticking on the bottom.
Can't be dainty with it.
No, you're not going to break the chocolate.
Okay, cool,
Chocolate might
fine.
break you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't
Are you terrified?
When I saw it and heard that it was called the Tower of Terror, yeah, it was like, oh man, we're going through Mordor today. So I was quite scared. But yeah, like, I think it is going to be all about precision and accuracy and...
Finishing.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I'm going out with a positive attitude about the whole thing. I'm not sort of going, oh, geez, I can't do this. Keep it positive, do my best job, and that's all I can do.
Stu, what stage are you at? Oh, you got some chocolate in here. Wow.
Indeed, yeah. I'm just sort of multitasking with another one there.
Look at that, huh? There you go.
Make sure it's nice and flush.
How's it looking, Matthew?
It's looking good. You know, it's definitely the first person to get his chocolate in.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's good to see you checking the levels.
Should it be full?
Yeah, flush, but not coming over the top.
Looks like you got it under control, Stu. 30 minutes gone, everybody. 30 minutes into your challenge, 3 hours left.
Straight away, it's not getting too good. I've got 2 different sized pans and one seems to be melting faster than the other one. I've eaten a lot of chocolate, but working with it, nah. Tempering chocolate is a toughie. Bloody mess of this. Jesus.
Cameron, what is going on, man?
It's a little one there. It's hard getting the chocolate in there.
You happy with the amount you've got in each one? Are they perfectly flush?
I've got a bit of an uneven bench there, so it's proving up here.
An uneven bench?
Yeah.
Blame your tools.
Yeah, when they give you dodgy stuff, you got to do a dodgy job.
Ever done anything like this before?
All the time, mate. Yeah, every chance I get, I'll whip one of these up.
The trick is to work quickly with the product.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure that.
Yep.
It's pretty tricky.
Nobody said winning MasterChef was going to be easy.
Yeah,
Good luck, mate.
Yeah, mate. It looks a little bit dodgy and messy, but it's going to have to do, mate. I'm not going back.
I felt pretty good. I kind of took a second to look around and just gauge where I was at. And I think that I was almost like one of the first people to fill all 4 of my moulds. We've been told that we have to let the chocolate sit before we put it into the fridge or else it's going to shock. And I don't know what that means, but I'm not questioning it. So I get into melting the next lot for the cone.
What are you seeing out there, Matthew?
Well, I'm seeing some people are definitely further ahead than others. I think Cameron's running behind. He's definitely been hampered and sort of put off by the chocolate.
Nadia, her chocolate was starting to cook on the bottom.
And unfortunately, that will be a disadvantage. She'll have overcooked chocolate, and when she's pouring it into the moulds, there'll be air bubbles trapped. That's where it all could go terribly
So we're looking
wrong.
for even distribution.
Yep.
What could go wrong for them next?
I think the biggest deal clincher is actually going to be the cone.
That's why it's called a Tower of Terror.
That it is.
Read twice, do it once. Pouring the chocolate into the cone, you know, it was tricky. There you go. Sort of had to remind myself to breathe. I just did, you know, a third of the mixture went in. You would twist the cone. I want to just get enough to make a nice sort of thick coat. Part of the process of having that nice, thick, strong cone is to have 4 layers. So what you'd do is you'd put the tempered chocolate in and then you'd chill it in the fridge for 10 minutes, and that had to be done 4 times.
With the cone, I get the worst case of the shakes. My fingers were almost bouncing off the cone. It is so intense. This first layer, I only did half of it, and then I found myself walking to the fridge. Oh, God, look at yours, it's really good, oh my God. And then I think, what are you doing? You're not completely filled the cone. So I walk back and I start filling again. You just kind of lose your mojo for a minute.
This is going to be what sets me mad.
Hello, Simon. I don't
You just had to change your plan.
Yeah, I just wasn't thinking.
I saw you heading for the fridge and then you came back.
Yeah,
Why?
because I actually thought, what are you doing, Jax? You're not thinking you need to put a whole coating in it, and I hadn't done it, so here I am doing it now.
You're a bit all over the shop today.
Yeah, I am.
Maybe you should put the glasses back on for a while. 1 hour gone, everybody. 2.5 hours to go. We're looking for somebody to break the mould today and give us the best Tower of Terror we've ever seen.
So I felt really, really good about the processes and where I was at, and then Simon and Matthew approached the bench.
Have you checked your discs lately?
Instantly, from the looks on their faces, I'm like, oh no, what have I done? And they tell me that I've got a little bit of a problem.
I think there's one that probably isn't looking quite how you want. It might be a wise decision to have a little look.
Okay. Thank you.
Just a little heads up for you.
So I go to the fridge, and in the large tier, there's this giant crack.
Oh, my God.
The adrenaline at that point just went into overdrive.
My big
What did you
one's
find?
cracked. What would have caused that?
Either your chocolate hasn't been tempered quite right,
Right.
or you haven't let them rest long enough on the bench when you've put them into the refrigerator. So what's happened is all of a sudden it's gone to shock.
How far are we into this?
far enough for it to be a complete and utter nightmare for you right about now.